For relationship today, we have Aremo Olalekan Oluwatobi. Now, he is a relationship and life coach. He enjoys sharing stories about God, love, relationship, and transformation. He has dedicated time to speaking extensively on the matters of love and relationships, and we'll be talking about emotional cheating. I know there are different sides to cheating, but you're going to be talking about emotional cheating. Okay. However, let's even leave cheating for now and talk about breakups. Okay. Because before you even cheat, there's also the aspect of breakups, right? Yeah,
cheating generally leads to breakup.
Cheating generally leads to. So let's talk about the emotional cheating. What exactly is it?
Okay, so emotional cheating, most times people think cheating is until there's a physical experience with someone. But emotional cheating is real, and I think it's even more crucial and more painful than physical cheating. Now, for example, when you begin to share certain things that you don't want your partner to know with someone over, say, WhatsApp chats, that itself is already, cheating starts with something as little as that. So if you are getting more involved emotionally with someone, at times, say, for example, your partner is not around, but there's somebody that's around, and then you are spending more time with this person than you would with your partner. You're already getting emotionally connected to this person more than your partner. That's already emotional cheating. And before you know it, what happens? That translates into comparison. You really compare this person with your partner, and if that is not properly handled, it will eventually lead to breakup.
You made a statement. You said emotional cheating is even worse than physical cheating.
Yes.
Now, to lay more light, or rather shed more light on it, when we talk about cheating generally, we talk about the fact that cheating, no matter what type it is a no-no for many
it's
people.
A no-no. Yeah.
Now, emotional, physical, how can you differentiate them?
Okay. So why I said emotional is even more deeper, is because it's subtle. And because of that, it
creeps up on you.
Exactly.
Before you realize
Before you know it. So, and at times some people say, was a one-time thing. I don't feel anything for her, but I slept with her. Okay.
That one is physical.
That is physical.
Aha.
But, so that one is even easy to walk away. But with emotional, you are
building a connection.
You are building a connection with that person. So, it is more difficult to break away from or to deal with than physical. Of course, like you said, any form of cheating is a no-no. But even physical cheating usually starts with emotional. It starts with those very subtle forms of cheating, texting in ways that you want your partner to know. All those little things, eventually they build up.
Not trying to start a gender war or anything, but it is generally believed that men practice physical cheating more, while women who cheat actually practice emotional cheating more. Why do you think that's the case? Okay,
so generally, women are naturally more in touch with their emotions. And when you check statistics, when you check the reasons why most women break up, they are usually more connected to emotional things than physical things.
True.
So a woman will most likely get into a relationship more for the emotional connection than for the physical. While generally, a guy would get into a relationship more for
the looks and then things he sees before emotions get involved.
Though then, like I said, generally, at times, it doesn't apply to specific people like that, but generally. So usually, when a lady is cheating, she finds herself keeping her body because of her partner, but somehow she's emotionally connected to this other guy that is around.
So what you mean now is that when we talk about emotional cheating, it might not even involve any physical interaction.
They may be words apart.
Oh.
Maybe solely via social media. Okay, but there is already a huge connection that you almost feel you are in a relationship already. Things that you would never tell your partner, you find it easier to tell this person. Things that you would hide from your partner. Okay, you are beginning to now hide your specific chats from your partner, then something's already going on.
So, I actually have so many questions regarding this, but let's even go to the background. What leads to cheating?
Okay.
We'll talk generally about what leads to cheating, and then we'll talk about what leads to physical cheating, and then the bigger one, as you call it, emotional cheating.
Okay, so what leads to cheating? So with the breakdown you said, let's take the ladies first. Now, one of the things that usually make a lady cheat is lack of emotional connection in their relationship. So they like this dude, but in their words, he doesn't get me.
He doesn't understand
They don't understand me. A lady will say, he doesn't understand that when I say go, I actually mean come. You understand? So a lady says, I'm upset, just leave. And guy walks away. But what she means is, beg me a little more. So the guy does, do you understand?
Give me small attention.
Just beg me, let me feel that. And then guy says, you want me to walk away? Okay, that's fine, I'll walk away, I'll give you time. In his mind. So, but there is that guy around her, maybe in the office or something, that is always there. When she's upset, maybe HR gets her upset, the person comes to her and tries to
soothe her.
You get, so she feels, this other guy gets me, this guy I'm with doesn't get me. Now, if that guy in the office decides to press on, before she knows, they're probably having emotional connection. Nothing physical has been said, nothing direct has even been said, but she's now beginning to get connected to this person more than she is with the guy. And if it goes on like that, it can eventually lead to physicals if they are close.
Wow.
Now, with physical can happen anytime. Okay. Some people have one-night stands.
Okay.
So usually physical does not exactly imply that there's an emotional feeling. It's just one of the key things about physical is lack of self-control. That's one of the key issues.
Lack of self-control.
Yes, lack of self-control. And then one of the things that build up into these two, emotional or physical, is what's the word? Communication issues. The moment there's a communication breakdown relationship, both parties now, if they don't try to restore that communication, both parties are looking for ways to communicate, to express themselves. I want to share with somebody I'm upset. So wherever is available at that time, if care is not taken, that person becomes...
will be allowed to step in to fill the
exactly.
void.
It fills the void that person, the partner is not in, and if it continues consistently, consistent communication always spoils emotions.
So, Oluwatobi, how can we even avoid cheating in the first place? You know, you just mentioned the fact that communication could help, and I'm sure there are several other factors as well. So how can we avoid it? Okay.
Like you said, so let me start with that, which I think is one of the most critical part, communication. And it must start from the beginning of the relationship or marriage, as the case may be. There must be that laid down principle that no matter how upset with ourselves, we will talk about the issue. Now, most people would rather just sit and say, I forgive you, when it's still an issue in your heart. If you are not forgiving, then deal with it. Talk about it and deal with it.
What if the other person is not ready to listen? Now, the person thinks, oh, come on, you're making much ado over nothing.
So that's another issue. Both partners must understand the personality difference of the other person.
Communication, understanding personality differences. Wonderful.
So
go on.
If what you might consider an issue may not be what your partner will consider an issue. So if your partner says it's an issue, then pay attention to it. If for you, it's just small. I forgot to turn off the gas. But for the lady, it's an issue. For the guy, it's not an issue. When I get back out, there's not going to be any fire outbreak. But for the lady, it makes her safe that the gas is off. So she makes a lot of issue about you don't turn off the gas. Because it's an issue for her, listen to her. It's not an issue for you yet, but relationship is about putting the other person first.
Making compromises.
Exactly. So if you don't put the other person first, you always have issues. So putting the other person first helps you understand the personality difference, what is issue for this person, what is not issue for the person. So as long as you consciously decide that, as long as it's an issue for you, I will listen and make necessary redress, it can reduce the rate of cheating in itself. Then communication. So those are two key factors among other things. Then we now come to issues like money.
Yes.
Which
most people overlook.
Which most people overlook. Okay. But then in itself, money now plays another central role that most times everything sisters down to communication. Because you see people that don't have so much having a wonderful and exciting relationship.
Yes.
Why some people that have everything they need still not getting it right.
You know what, Oluwatobi, this is a very broad subject.
It is.
It's something I feel, if we keep talking about it, there are just so many things. But I learned something from this. Communication is important. Understanding personality differences and individualities is very, very important as well. Thank you so much for your time.
It's a pleasure to be here.
We'll take this break, and of course, we'll be right back. Stay with us as Wake Up Nigeria.